The old handyman here talking about his latest challenge and solution. So I've been doing handyman a long time. You look at my face, you know that, or you might if you know I started when I was young, but haven't drilled in steel all that much. Concrete, wood, aluminum, not so much steel. So I'm drilling in steel now because I don't know, I'm kind of a farmer or something. So I got this go-kart project. Of course, welding is somewhat easy, at least ways in some respects, but anyway. Here's drilling in steel. I've had a lot of trouble. Now look at this plate here. I gave up on this plate. Now part of the reason I gave up was the project. I gave up on the project. Did I do both sides on this? Yeah. But you see, I never did get those holes drilled. And I spent a few hours on it. Now this one here is a good project, and I did get the holes drilled. So what I figured out, two things. One is you've got to have a 5% cobalt drill. And what I've been doing is just buying the size I need from Amazon. They cost about $20 a piece, depending on how big. And I've got them here. Here's one, I got two at the same time. Now this will cut through steel if you do two things. One, you go slow. So this, I was using this drill press before, but it's too fast. That's the slowest it'll go, and that's too fast for steel. So I looked at other drill presses, but what I ended up doing for this project, I just used this. So this goes slower. Plus, what I would do is I could just go like this and go even slower. Now, exact speeds and feeds is a science, and you can look it up, but when you're doing a handyman, you just need to drill a couple of holes. You know, you don't probably go that deep. So, but there's two things. One is, actually let's call it three. One is the slow speed, the other is going to be lubrication, and the third one I'm going to say is apply pressure. So that's why they call it feeds. Feed is how much pressure you apply. And you got a nice equipment, it'll push a certain amount. It doesn't use pressure so much as it uses an amount. So anyway, but so got to push on a little bit, do it slow, and then I think you can use almost any kind of oil. I was using this, I had some old used motor oil, and I would drip it on. And they have official oil. And then I put it in this here, I put it in this wood thing for two reasons. One is it tends to capture the excess oil a little bit so it doesn't run all over. But even more so, well, the other even more so, it holds it in place. So I had my feet on this, I had my foot on it, and I would hold this, and which has a lot of torque, and then it wouldn't jump. It wouldn't, the piece wouldn't jump and spin around because it's trapped in here. Also, what was the other thing? Oh, you can kind of drill through into the wood. So like with this drill press, this hole isn't big enough for that drill. So I could do off to the side. You can see there's oil on here. I was using it. I could put out to the side, then you drill it in air, and it's a little better to have this wood. So now I'm going to show you, if I don't edit this, and I think I'm just going to keep walking and take it and show you, although I might cut some of this walking out, but my project is out here. It's this 1025 tractor, and I bought some bolts. This is real farmer stuff. This is like $8 worth of bolts. these 2 bolts with the washers as 3/4 inch. And what the deal is, this is a really nice tractor, but for some reason they don't put a drawbar on it. It probably doesn't have the enough weight for a drawbar, I don't know. But what they've got is this here, which is okay, except it doesn't stick out far enough. So I've got trailers that hit these bars, and if let's see, how does that go? If I lower the bars, it misses, but then my mower's too low. Now I can take the mower off, but anyway, blah blah blah. At any rate, so I made this thing to stick it out a little more. It won't stick out too far, it doesn't interfere with anything. And then the other thing is, I could put a ball in here. And this is a solution that you can find other solutions on the internet, but it seems to me this one seems to me to be pretty good. I'll go ahead and put it together real quick. So there it is, all installed. I think that'll be alright. Now, of course, it isn't real strong. It's not a drawbar, but I'm not going to pull a real heavy trailer, or a real heavy trailer. A lot of tongue weight would bend this steel. But if you got so much tongue weight you're bending this steel, it's too heavy for this. It's not made for that. It's interesting too. Now this looks like 3/8, that looks like 5/16, and that looks like 1/4. Or 3/16. I think it's 1/4. Incidentally, I bought this at Home Depot. As is, I didn't cut it. It's 12 inches by 4 inches. And I nicked this off. Incidentally, it's easy to cut straight lines with an abrasive. And those abrasive blades, they wear out, but they don't cost very much. It makes a lot of sparks and noise. Be sure you wear ear protection and eye protection. And a guard. Have a guard on that abrasive cutter. But so that's about it. You know, there's one other thing. Well, I'm not going to say another thing.